What's up, guys and girls? Welcome back. This is episode 2 of Rebuilding My Ranch with your host, Levi Casey. If you saw those birds on the intro, no lie, the video I managed to take, I was just out here kind of scouting, and no joke, 1,000 or more birds probably flew up into our little tree right up here, the very tip, and landed. And I scrambled to get out my phone, and another group flew by all the way over here into these two trees back behind me. And no lie, like probably 1,000 or 2,000 birds. Most of them flew off back south, but at least half of them, probably 500 to 700 birds, were over here and here in this tree combined. When they were chirping and chirping up a storm out there. And oh hey, there's Abu. They were chirping up a storm, and when they took off, they all stopped chirping at the same time, and you could hear their collective wings just flapping, flapping in the air, going south over the woods. And yeah, it's quite the sight. But I do appreciate you guys coming back by. We're gonna get right into it again today. We left off yesterday with a little bit of burning up that scrap wood. We gotta clean up some metal out of the yard, get all the leftover little chunks of wood raked together in a pile and get that burnt. We're gonna go feed, pet, scratch, and give Abu some attention again. And yeah, I guess let's get right into it. Alrighty guys, it was a beautiful day out here with Abu. I think Abu's happy. He'll get more and more tame. The more days we come out here, the more used to it's getting. Baby steps, one little day at a time, a little bit more, we come out here to this little spot right here, this little beautiful spot. I mean, if you guys could only know the cool breeze going on right now across the field behind me there. You can hear the wind through the woods. It's just a beautiful, beautiful day today. He thinks there's more food in the can. Unfortunately, that's all he gets today. But we come out here to this spot because I'm getting him used to following my lead. So I don't just come to the pasture and go to him. I come to the pasture with food, and he follows me. And we stayed stationary today for the sake of taking video. It's not very efficient to feed him, scratch him, look out for myself, and hold a camera and have good footage come from it. But it is possible for me to mount it up and kind of go through it and show you them. But usually I'll pick up the bucket and walk through the pasture to different spots and sit down, just so he knows, like, hey, we're going where I'm going, you can trust me, so on and so forth. Even though I don't think I'll ever ride him, I still think it's a really good way to build trust and companionship. That's enough recreational time and time with Abu. Like I said, he had a good day, but it's time for me to get back to work. Catch you guys back up front. Alrighty guys, it is way too windy to be talking to the camera right now, as I learned from the last episode. It's also way too windy to be starting any of these fires, so we're just doing some cleanup right now. I did just get, as I was coming out and getting ready and getting everything prepared, I did just get a message from a lady who might be interested in our kitty cat. So I'm gonna clean up here a little bit. I'm gonna do some really quick cleanup for you. It's gonna take a minute for me, but it's gonna be really quick for you. And I'm gonna go see if I can message her shortly, see if we can't find our kitty cat a new forever home. Until then, enjoy some really fast cleanup. We have confirmed delivery for the gray kitty cat that we rescued on the farm here from the dogs. Gonna take her into town right now. She's beautiful, but we can't keep her here. Just messaged the lady and we're going over to her apartment right now. Gotta say goodbye to the pretty kitty. She got 3 or 4 really good days with us, you know. It's time for her to have her forever home though. Alright, so this is our tin that we've got loaded up here. We made it here safely. We have to jump over to the scales, get weighed, go empty it, weigh again, and then they'll pay us for our tin. So I'm gonna get busy with that. I'm probably gonna keep my phone down most of the time, and I'll touch base with you guys when we leave. Peace. What's up guys, we're back from town. We've dropped off our kitty at the lady's house. She was very happy to have her. She already had 2 little kitties and they seemed to get along instantaneously. With no problems whatsoever, so we were able to just kind of get in and out of there. We dropped our tin off. I got myself cleaned up and decided to go get a haircut while I was in town anyways. Brought a clean shirt with me while I was over there. Just try to knock out as many stones at once as you can. Got a haircut, dropped the cat off, dropped the tin off, got a few groceries from the grocery store, and we are back. Unfortunately, I did kick it with one of my pals in town for a couple of hours, and as you can see behind me here, we're losing a lot of sunlight. We're not going to start any fires. It's too late in the day. It was too windy today. That's another reason why I took most of the afternoon off from filming, is it was just too windy out here to really get any good audio. So what I'm going to do before night falls, I'm going to go ahead and work on the dog kennel. I really hoped by this point to have either the playhouse or this barn progressed a bit. So what we're going to do here on this one, I didn't explain it very well. This horse barn is going to be completely demolished. We're going to build a fence out from the front of this barn all the way along here to connect to this. That's going to be gone. The fence back here is going to be gone. We're going to burn this section. So that way it'll just be fence right here, and this will all be open pasture. And eventually, once these tree lines, all the thorns and bushes and everything are burnt out here and here, that'll open up our entire pasture. So Abu will have just an open swath of land all the way from the road to the woods, back around to the road. So go ahead and let me know if you're watching this right now. Drop a comment, pause it or scroll down while you're watching, and go ahead and leave a comment of which you would like to see destroyed first. Horse barn's going to be more work, but it's going to serve a better purpose. The playhouse is going to look a little better since this side is already, it's already started to, we've already started cleaning it up. So just let me know. I'm going to mount up the camera and get to work on this dog kennel, and then I'll touch base with you a little bit before we call it an evening. Alright guys, well that was pretty difficult to do by myself. I was pretty close to calling a buddy, but it's a long ways out here for them to drive, and it's getting late, and probably would have just said no anyways. It's all good, I got it. Looks so much better over here. And I'm just imagining once everything's burnt and moved out and the metal's picked up, the rocks are gone, it'll just be a nice, even part of the yard. It's just how it's supposed to be. I'm pretty exhausted right now from today. About to go inside and wrestle around with that video editing software. It's coming along a little bit. I'm starting to kind of understand the nuances of it and kind of how it all flows together, and just how the whole thing works. So that's going to do it for today. I'm going to come back tomorrow. We're going to work on fence posts and the rest of the dog kennels, and then tomorrow we'll either start or we're going to for sure solidify the game plan on which building's coming down next, whether it's the horse barn or the playhouse. I'm thinking probably the playhouse, just to finish off that area. But if you see this in time, let me know. Until then, I'll catch you probably early in the afternoon tomorrow. I got some stuff to do tomorrow morning, but it'll be tomorrow sometime. You guys, peace out. Welcome back, everybody. It's a brand new day today. Unfortunately, like I said last night, I was not able to get an early start today. It is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so I've only got an hour and a half to 2 hours of work time right now. On the editing, I noticed that we're already at like 11 or 12 minutes. So based off of episode 1, I've been trying to be way more conscious during the filming process, how that's going to translate in the editing process and what the final product is going to be. So we're 11 minutes now, and I don't really want to record more tomorrow and do more things. I've got a lot more time to work tomorrow. But I don't really want to have another 30-minute video that's super dry. So I'm probably just going to finish up these fence panels, maybe do a little bit of cleanup, and then finish up today's recording. But for now, you guys just stay put. I'm going to bust through these real quick. You won't have to stop, no worries. Alright guys, got the fence panels done. Unfortunately, I was only really able to salvage one. When I took them out of there, I was in a bit of a hurry, so I just kind of piled them over and didn't really take a close look at them. Turns out 3 or 4 of the 5, I only kept one, were kind of separated off and wired together. Little story about my dad, rest his soul, he's been passed away almost 3 years now. When he put all this fence together, you know, it stayed standing for years, so there's definitely credence to his methods. It's just coming to take this stuff apart, it's just kind of a nightmare, because his method was to just wire it up anywhere possible, no structure, and it's proven to be extremely difficult to get stuff like that apart because there's just wires all over the place and it's just kind of randomly strung together. My old man, he was a good man. He always did the right thing. So that's going to do it for the fence panels. I'm going to try to get all the dog kennels over to one stationary spot over by the west fence, and as you can tell right now, it's still too windy to be burning today as well. We're maybe hoping for tomorrow. I got to drop this load of rocks off. These are rocks that we dug up out of the chicken coop. These are going to go over to the garden area on the other side of the oak trees there. Going to drop those off. We're going to mess around with the dog kennels. Probably do a little bit of cleanup and then we'll call it an evening. But I will touch base with you before we call it an evening, and I'll catch you in the next scene. Alrighty guys, that finally puts us to a good stopping point with the dog kennels. They're kind of all over here in one central location. This one is in not so good shape. This is the one you saw me dig up in the first part of this episode. This is the one that's been kind of stationary for a while. This has been back here for a while. This is the one that was back by the chicken coop. This one needs some repairs on the bottom here. It looks like a lot of the metal's rusted through, so we'll either have to administer some repairs on that or possibly scavenge this one for parts, because I'm not sure if it's complete. I haven't pulled it out and looked at it or not yet. So best case, we have 4 dog kennels to fix up, repair, and sell. Worst case, we've got 3. Once we get them fixed up, we'll get them sold. We'll put them on the Facebook marketplace. Somebody will buy them right up. These are really popular items, and to buy one brand new like this, somebody's going to spend probably $300 or $400. And this one, I'm thinking maybe like, I don't know, who knows? We'll see. Maybe $60 or $70. But I had some company while I was out here. I wasn't all alone. I had 2 girls helping me. Good girls. Here they are. Who's Callie? And Penny too. Who's them girls? Penny Sue is good little girl. Penny Sue is a good little girl. Who's them girls? Hey, be good. Alright guys. Sun's gonna go down. I do feel like relaxing a little bit, even though I didn't do a whole lot of work today. I was busy the first part of the day. It wasn't manual labor, but I was busy, so I'm just mentally exhausted. Kind of want to go inside and get this editing done and start the upload so that it's done by a reasonable time tomorrow. This has been episode 2. I really appreciate anybody who's come back by. I'm really starting to develop a sense of how things translate from capture to edit to release. Before I had no idea what was going to be what, how long things went. Brand new to video editing. So now that I'm understanding it a little bit better, it's starting to come together a lot better in my mind as I'm filming. So again, I just realized I missed some tin over here the other day. Dang it. Always something. Always something. Anyways, I think this episode's gone long enough. I'll be back out early tomorrow to start on episode 3. And hopefully you all are still with us at that point as well. But if you're watching this, thank you. Leave me a comment down below. Share this video with your friends. Drop a like, whatever you feel like doing. I'd really appreciate it. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know how I'm doing, what I can do to provide some better content for you, how I can make it a little more presentable. No holds barred. Don't worry about hurting my feelings. Just give me the real deal. All right, guys. Much love. Thanks again. Stay tuned for the next episode. Catch you later.